To write research, well, there are many problems, but for me, one of the most difficult problem is writing the literature review. That is very important part in the research, because one of the purposes of the literature review is to to find out the gap, and whether what we want to write, or the topic we're concerned about, is it still is it still has a gap to fill or not? Well, that's a very good question before we start to do with the literature review. When I start to write literature review, there are some problems like this. Problem one. Well, maybe there are too many resources. We don't know where to start. We have to, go through all the documents, and then sometimes we don't know, which studies are suitable, or which studies are appropriate or related to, to our field, and then, or maybe sometimes we miss the important studies, and we just only pay attention to other studies which is not of great value to our research. And the second problem is maybe there are few resources, few papers or studies related to the topic we want to write research into it. Take Vietnam as an example. Sometimes we find it very difficult to find the research papers conducted in Vietnam, in our field, for example, or linguistics. There's few studies conducted in the Vietnamese context. Yes. And even though when you have the resources, it is very difficult to sometimes. Is to evaluate the studies, analyze, synthesize, compare, contrast, generalize. Well, actually, I think it's very difficult when we write a literature review. There are a lot of action verbs like that. I find it sometimes really stuck, in the middle of writing the literature review. Yeah, and that is for me, literature review is the most